Good morning, it's Michael for Funeral Directors. I've got to show you this. A gritter, can you see on the road? A gritter's gone up here. And then we've met this bloke sweeping it all up. We're in Sheffield. That's Rotherham, it said on the side of it. The gritters are probably from Sheffield because we're outside of each other. Does it show miscommunication or what? Seriously, let's be right about it. Hang on, I'm going to put that here. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but I don't want to be holding it while I'm driving. Anyway, we're here with David Emmingham, but we're driving along and I says, oh, there's a gritter there yesterday, just as we got on. Gritter on the end of the road. Next thing,
Sweeper.
road sweeper. I couldn't write it, could I? Serious? Dave, couldn't I write that?
I couldn't write it now.
This is where money gets wasted, but by local authorities. Unbelievable. Seriously. Anyway, good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm Michael Fogg. I'm an independent funeral director. This is Messer David Emmingham. Messer David Emmingham, my mortuary manager. Top bloke. Top man.
Morning, everybody.
I'm going to pull in and I'm going to fasten this thing back onto its stand. I had to take it off its stand because he's pulled in. Look at him, he ain't got his seatbelt on. You're looking at Sky, I'm sorry. I'll put this back on here. Fuck, I'll drop that down here. Nightmare, seriously. Sorry about swearing. Anyway, I thought I better take camera off at stand because they'll not believe what we're seeing at the moment. And you wouldn't have believed it. Nobody would. I wouldn't have believed it. Oh, now then, what a way to start the day. It's 9:49, 9:50. We haven't stopped since 7 o'clock. It's been manic, hasn't it, Dave?
Manic again.
It's just oh, there's one in flashing camera lights there. Never mind. Anyway, I noticed somebody said yesterday when I got my gardening programme on, which I'm going to take up a little bit more often, tips on gardening, how to. Someone put you should wear rubber gloves when you're using weed killer. Good point. Good point. Definitely. I would advise everybody if you're using weed killer, wear rubber gloves. But what's more disturbing is you've got a lunatic with mental health issues with a fucking flamethrower. I think that's a bit more dangerous than me not having. But I weren't eating anyway, and usually I would wear the safety because I'm right into health and safety massively.
Yeah? What are you looking at me for?
What are you going to say? He is.
Well, he is, yeah. Yeah.
We have risk assessments. We have to do this because people think, oh, it's a one-man band, but it's not. I have 11 people who I employ. Oh, they've been one of them. And their health and safety is my responsibility. So if they have an accident, it's HSC that will come and speak to me should somebody fall down lift shaft.
Yeah.
Who fell down lift shaft, Dave?
Me.
Why did you fall down lift shaft, Dave?
I don't know.
Told truth. I'll tell them.
Because I didn't shut gate.
He didn't shut the safety gate. The safety gate's there. You pull it to. It's one of them old-fashioned type gates, metal gate. You pull it to, and that presses a button in, and then the lift will operate. Only when the safety gate is closed. Mr. Emmingham thought I can bypass that and save time. He did. He just hold his finger on the button and sent lift up and down. Don't do it now, do you, Dave?
Now?
Did I actually say to you that going to end up falling down here one day?
Yeah.
He was walking backwards near edge of the lift shaft. He fell. But 17 foot. Went straight through top of the lift, made a right mess of it. And it's metal. It's only like spot welded, but he went through. Man, you look at him, he's 18 stone there falling. Made a right.
18 stone.
Well, near enough. Anyway, so I'm big on health and safety. So now Dave does close safety gate. He had to have a day or two off work, didn't he, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's another story. I'll tell you more about that another day. So yeah, I didn't have my rubber gloves on, which I would normally, and I always, when I'm weed killering, have a yellow safety hat on and steel cap boots. It's better, forget gloves, it's better to have a breathing mask on actually, because that weed killer stuff's terrible. There's all sorts of chemicals in it, and it's a fine mist, so you just don't know with wind what. So yeah, obviously think about your health and your safety if you're doing any gardening, especially if you take my advice and buy your grandkids a flamethrower for Easter. You know, don't let them go out playing in the street with it. It's not a good idea. Think about health and safety. So practical tips on gardening could become a thing. Also, how not to fall down the funeral director's, I was gonna say how not to go down funeral director's shaft, but
Yeah.
Dave's been down my shaft. We can say that, can't we? Dave, have you ever been down my shaft?
Only once.
And once were enough for Dave, weren't it, Dave?
It's enough.
And he's never going down that shaft again, are you, Dave?
Never again.
Said the actress to the vicar. So, the lift shaft we're talking about, if you've only just joined us. Anyway, on a more serious note, we are on our way to Rotherham to bring loved ones into care from Rotherham General Hospital. And then I'm going back. I'm going out on service because we employ somebody called Michelle to conduct funerals. She's a nightmare. Skylar, Babby at the moment, has got cold, so she can't come in today. Not Skylar, she should be at school, but she's not at school, she's at home. She's got cold. And Babby's got asthma, so she does suffer really bad when she's got all wrong with her. So it's not a problem. I'm still taking time off from funerals because of my state of my mind, which I'll speak to you about another day. And I'll get going and catch it all later. So I'm out on service. So it's good morning from me.
And it's good morning from him.
And we'll catch you all later.
Catch you all later. Have a good day.
Have a good day.